Hello everyone, I'm Merlin Jennifer from Team Impact. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Muruganandham, who's working as the Early Career Program Leader at Visteon Corporation. We welcome you, sir.
Yes.
It's a great pleasure to have you with us. And I have a lot of questions from looking at your profile. So let me dive into my first question. So, what does your ideal work day look like?
I think I give some respect for my health. So, typically, I start with investing on my health in terms of making myself fit and making sure that my mind is fresh. We just keep to not to stretch for our at least minimum levels of time that we need to stretch in the work. So, definitely, I invest on my early time for my fitness side of it. Here it is yoga. I do practice the yoga. Also, I go to regularly gym and get sure that my energies are up and right. And after that, I ensure that my calendar is what is that the day, and I plan. In fact, I should plan one day before. What are the things that I need to ready with from is any meeting that I need to do attend or any data that I require to prepare. I'll prepare a lot of time. And for meeting, I am sure I'll understand what are the meeting that I can. And also, I decide what time I need to know or even make sure that the meeting right information are right. So basically, I'll just start with the day in the calendar where I check. Then I know for a week, I do in fact every activities in my very closely in my notebook. There's a list which includes both my personal list also. So in fact, I plan certain things do on every day or every week. I write it, and whenever I complete, and I'll make sure that I'll just make a tick mark or strike it up. That gives kind of sense of satisfaction. So something that I meticulously practice, so that helps me to plan my days better, and also ensure that I complete my all activities all the time.
That's wonderful, sir. So you have a really systematic approach and you focus on your health. That's something very much unique and you emphasize on health because obviously health comes first before everything. And that leads to your success Lester. So my next question is, along your career paths, you have varied experience working in multidisciplinary jobs. So what are some of the biggest life lessons that you've learned along the years?
I would say that I understand. I worked in academic. I worked in a software service industry. Now I'm working in the product based industry. And what I see is one thing is not changed is hard work. Hard work. So if you, see that, it may be you become old. When you become old, you see that, no, I'm comfortable in my job. I should continue to do what I do. I think something that is then going to make you grow faster or grow further. It will become no stagnant. So once you know, I think hard work is something you need to continue to do that. At the same time, you need to be see that you're not in a comfortable position. So when I feel sick of, no, I'm comfortable, I have everything in my hand, I'm just doing it. When really I am not that kind of person, I'll just see that to get into new edge. In fact, after working like 15 years in the software service industry, I moved to the product based industry, and that too totally motive software domain. So it's a different domain, I know, but it is something that passionate to learn and understand. And I want to see that I want to be not comfortable and stay for long, and that keeps motivated and that gives a kind of energy and enthusiasm to continue to learn and cook.
That's nice work. And from your earlier response, you said you shifted from industries, you transitioned. And my question is, during that period of transition, obviously there would have been a lot of obstacles that you faced. So what were them and how did you overcome them?
There are obstacles in career ways as well as financially also, both aspect. Because you need to lead a good life, you need to have money also, right? So I think we cannot get into too much on the money side of it. Rather, where it is in the profession, how you can be successful. For example, in my one of the role, I was kind of, I am a kind of a usual person, but when I realized that if you want to grow, there are few things we need to look at differently, and we need to better prepare somebody 10 years ahead, right? So somebody you want to become around 10 years ahead, what you want to, you look at start and you'll calculate those skill, those practice law. So I think something that we continue to track, the rest of our problem is automatically solved. I think that's where I saw that though there are different obstacles, but I look at the people who have been working hard or successful in their career. In fact, one of my mentor was actually telling, it's just I never forget my life, I would say. He used to say like, what you want to become at the age of 45 or at the age of 50, fix that mind and work backwards. If you want to say that at the age of 50, you need to have a work pro knockout or you need to be in a certain position in your career. So look back and work towards that. So I think that's something that they should have to take it as a mantra and they should look at it for the. I'm sure, in fact, I followed it. And I said, I see that success has happened. So one of the simple things I would say, like my doctorate. So by the doctorate that I completed, in fact I should have completed my doctorate in my first completing my first graduation. Okay, but I could not do it. But the seed I made it in my PG itself, I should completely proud. But with the all struggle that journey, I made it and finally completed 3 years before. So though in fact it is 15 years before I started the dream, but I ensured that with all the struggles I finally achieved it. So I think something that you look at the goal and achieve that. Work back. I'm sure. Though in fact, I sense it the success. Why I sense the success is really the success because all the struggle the back up. If we're not getting any struggle, probably the success may not be as tasty or as feel pressure getting suspects. So I think you need to get into the struggle mode and then see that how do you navigate and then getting into the code. Something is really so something that I learned it in my personal life and in my career. I was so there.
That's a unique perspective, sir. Like setting goal 10 years apart, 50 years apart, and working your way backwards. That's something that's very unique, and we must all try it on as well. That's awesome. Moving on to our next question. In your career, is there any one such breakthrough moment where it changed your trajectory of your career path or it defined your career path that you had right now?
I would say in fact, I started my career as a college faculty. Well, I worked in a university or a engineering college. I'd say as a teacher, I won't teach students, and the students they will ask question about when you're being here, sir. You are kind of so different. You're kind of thinking differently. You're not a kind of usual academician yet. You should be the dusty side. And I think they were asking, which really made me to think through why this is something everybody is telling. So, not everybody makes. There are people that are identifying my strength and they're taught to parting me. They may realize I think something that I really need hope for it. So far I was alone, but till that I was comfortable enough, okay, just okay, that's a mode I was there. But when somebody is pointing and telling my strength, then I started really okay. Probably that is a moment I would say when somebody you need to be not in the right place. You need to be in the right place, not here. Something that has made me to make a right decision and go away. It's not that again, now working back, those kind of make me to get to the next level of thought. It really, that moment made me to now take a decision. Okay, I should go, I should try. Something that happened, I would say, maybe 20 years before. So that's something because of the students like you on, it did happen to be.
That's absolutely what this. So you were initially into the teaching career. Since your peers and mentors pointed out that you could be different and you could move on to the next level, that you did it. And which leads me to my next question. If individuals, such young individuals, when they take a career path initially, but they feel that they are not meant for it, and they would wish to navigate their whole career path to a different sector, what advice do we give them?
Maybe see, some people are very clear, very sensible. They know what is their career. They know the strength better. They'll choose appropriate career and they'll be success. But mostly they are maybe will be stucky. They may not know, I'm good this, I'm good other things, I'm not good at this. There is a lot of confusion. So in such kind of situation, I would suggest start with anything that is given to you as opportunity. In fact, my colleague there was going to take you about seize the opportunity, and the opportunity comes in. Seize that opportunity, and there you see that where is the scope, where is your really that you see that struggling, where you see your successful. But that is a time you test your skill and you understand, and so you grow very interest. I think once interest become to a level of saturation, definitely you will understand your path. See, it is a matter of time. As somebody start very clearly with the mindset, somebody it takes more time, but you need to get into something like what is Dimitri. From there, I think you'll get a clarity of thing, because every human is different. Not like, so everybody should be good at in the beginning. Somebody good at maybe later part of the right. Probably they made a lot of mistakes and big deal. Somebody do everything they do very correctly. They want to be perfect, but be not be like everything should be perfect like others. So everyone is different, but I think that's the way they look at the journey. But the curiosity to do understand is something is there. That's definitely will bring the right moment for them to be identified with the right path to be successful.
Thank you, sir. The advice is really insightful. And in every one of your replies, there's a lot of things that I could hear, and it gives us a new insights on how we need to perceive the career path and the life. Thank you for such an inspiring session, sir. I'm grateful to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.